Close the door with the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three.
Lined into left field for a base hit. Hit in the air. That's going to be the second baseman. They have a chance for two, and they got him.
Run, the throw is in time for the out.
Lifted high into left field. Ball is way back, and that ball is way gone.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good morning, everybody, and welcome to Carrington City Park for day number 2 of the 2024 State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. My name is Greg for your live event, and once again, we got 4 games coming up here for you from Carrington City Park. And a nice day, probably cooler than yesterday. A little breeze coming in from the south again, but little blue skies out there, partly cloudy to mostly sunny here, and nice, decent morning to start this one. Had a little rain overnight here in Carrington. I measured about 1,000 semi-rain gauge or less, so just right around there. So just a little bit, kind of, just a little sprinkle here and there. So nothing to stop the games or delay the games at all. So we are expecting maybe some showers, thunder showers, maybe later on this afternoon and tonight. But right now, everything looking good as we got partly to mostly sunny sky here, and less muggy too, and maybe a little less haze here today. So it should be a good day for baseball. We're hoping to get all 4 games in today again. Let's check out the schedule for today. All 4 games for you right here on yourliveevent.com. Our very first game will be Hatton Northwood taking on Rugby. This will be a loser out situation. And then about 1:30 today will be Burlington against Carrington Redbirds, the host, and that'll be another loser out game as well. And then the winners brackets game later on today at 4 o'clock. Kindred will meet Lemoore, and 6:30 tonight, Beulah will take on the defending Babe Ruth champions, Park River. So that's our schedule for today. I'll have the call for the first game, and then James Martins will be along for games 2 and 3, and then I'll be along for the last game tonight. Let's check out how these teams got here to today's action now. Of course, a double elimination style tournament. So you lose yesterday, you're still alive in the tournament. You can still come back and vie for a championship, but longer ways to go if you lose yesterday. So let's check out the schedule. So we started yesterday with our first game in a tight one. Kindred had to come from behind to defeat Hatton Northwood by the final score of 2-1. Hatton Northwood struck first. They led 1-0 after 3.5. Kindred tied it in the bottom of the 4th, and they get the winning run in the bottom of the 6th, and they hold Hatton Northwood scoreless in the top of the 7th as they had the tying run at 3rd. So 2-1 Kindred victorious, and then game 2 yesterday saw Lemoore all over Rugby, 12-2 in 5 innings. And then Beulah beat Burlington yesterday in game 3, 6-2. And last night, the last game of the opening day saw Park River defeat Carrington 20-4. And that was in 4 innings, as Park River Pirates won that by 15-run rule in 4 innings. So that put today's schedule on tap. And, of course, our first 2 games will be elimination. So we'll start today with 8 teams, and we'll be down to 6 after today is complete. And then tomorrow, we'll have all 4 games for you right here on yourliveevent.com. We'll start again at 11 a.m., 1:30 tomorrow, and then 4 and 6:30. So kind of the same start times as today and yesterday for the first 3 days. And then Monday, there'll be just 2 games, and noon start time for Monday, and then the championship scheduled for 2:30, the first championship on Monday. And then if that would be the team's first loss, then we'd have a winner-take-all championship game on Tuesday at 12:30. So complete coverage now through Monday or maybe Tuesday right here on yourliveevent.com. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll come back. We'll get to the starting lineups. And first pitch coming up from Carrington City Park. It's Hatton Northwood and Rugby next right here on yourliveevent.com.
At AgWorks in Mountain, North Dakota, they're committed to providing superior agronomy solutions. From seed offerings from Channel, Westbred, and Vigor, and more, to comprehensive crop production products. Let them help you maximize your harvest. Serving the agricultural communities of Northeast North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota, AgWorks is dedicated to meeting the unique needs of growers in our region. Visit their website, agworksonline.com. Best of luck to the Park River Pirates and the rest of the teams at the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. Barch Electric has been serving the rugby community for many years with prompt and professional service. Barch Electric is happy to take care of any job in your home, office, or ag building. They are a proud supporter of area youth sports and would like to wish the Rugby Panthers the best of luck. Win or lose, you are always number one. Friendly, professional service is what you get when you call Barch Electric of Rugby. Best of luck to the District 2 champions Rugby and the rest of the teams competing at the State Class B Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament.
Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Whether you're looking for home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance, they offer personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services. They service Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance Agency, protecting what matters most.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info. 701-652-2886.
Welcome back here to Carrington City Park. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. It's day 2 of the 2024 State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament, and we got 4 games coming up here for you again. First game, we'll have Hatton Northwood taking on Rugby, and they're going to announce the starting lineups here. Looks like they're going to have the home plate meeting shortly and coming up right now, and then starting lineups, national anthem, and everything. So we're probably another 10 minutes or so away from first pitch here in Carrington for our first of 4 games, Hatton Northwood and Rugby, in a loser-out situation. So let's talk a little bit more about these two clubs. They flipped for homes. Hatton Northwood won, so Hatton Northwood will be the home team for this one, and Rugby will be the visitors. And so let's talk a little bit more about Rugby. They fell yesterday to Lemoore 12-2 in 5 innings. They lost by a 10-run rule. So that put them into this game. They have a record of 12-5 overall. And their head coaches, co-coaches, Jacob Ripplinger and Brody Schneibel. And their first year as co-coaches. And last time to state for Rugby, Babe Ruth, they went in 2020. And that was in Kindred that year. They went 1-2 that year. And they are coming into this game with a 12-5 overall record, and they beat Bottineau in Rugby to get here to the state tournament. So, first time since 2020 that they've been into the state Babe Ruth tournament. So let's talk about the starters here for Coach Ripplinger and Schneibel for the Rugby Babe Ruth baseball team. Batting leadoff and playing at second base is number 7, Gavin Barch. Batting second will be the pitcher, and number 3, Hudson Hager. Batting third, a Clifton Brozart. Shortstop, batting cleanup will be Zach Solinsky. He's at third base. Batting fifth will be Joe Rizvi, catcher. And then batting sixth will be number 5, right fielder, Luke Arnston. Batting seventh will be number 16, Zach Schneibel, the first baseman. Batting eighth will be number 9, Brody Burnt, the left fielder, and batting in the number 9 spot will be number 6, Kiefer Fritz at first base. So Barch, Hager, Brozart, Solinsky, Rizvi, Arnston, Schneibel, Burnt, and Fritz for the Rugby Babe Ruth baseball team. So that's the starters for Rugby. Now, let's meet the home team, Hatton Northwood Thunder. And Hatton Northwood Thunder, they fell to Kindred yesterday in a tight one, 2-1. The District 4 champs, so that's put them into this loser out situation here. Hatton Northwood has a record coming into this game at 8-5, and they in the tournament, in the district tournament, the District 4 tournament, they were actually the 5 seed heading into that tournament, and they come out of there winning the championship, and they knocked off number 6 Mayville. So we had 5 and 6 seeds in the championship game, and Thompson was the 1 seed, and 2 was Nelson County in that tournament, and New Rockford was 3, Hillsborough was 4. So last time Hatton Northwood made it to the state tournament was 2012, and we're thinking, when I was talking to the co-coaches there, you're thinking it was just Hatton then. And so this is the first time ever as a co-op that they have been to the state Babe Ruth tournament for Hatton Northwood. And so coming into the tournament, they had not played any teams at the state tournament, so this will be the first meeting for Hatton Northwood and Rugby this year. Okay, so let's meet the lineups now for Hatton Northwood. Batting leadoff is number 4, Weston Inger. He'll play at second base. Batting second will be number 2, Keegan Schroeder at center field. Batting third will be number 10, Drew Iverson at first base. Batting cleanup will be number 9, Alec Veer, the left fielder. Batting fifth will be number 1, Aiden Johnson at short. Batting sixth will be number 6, Holden Halverson at third. Batting seventh will be number 21, Axel Johnson in right field. Batting eighth will be number 25, Logan Steinbrink, the extra hitter. Number 9, number 5, Ronan Brown, and he's behind the plate. And then batting 10th, the 10th spot as they're using the extra hitter, will be number 3, Ryder Ness, and he'll be pitching today for Hatton Northwood. And Ness pitched yesterday, but I think he stayed under 10, or I'm sorry, under 45, so he's available for today as the pitch counts. If you stay under 45, you can have 0 days rest. You can come back the next day. 75, it's a 1 day rest, and then 95 is your daily pitch maximum. If you reach that, then you have to rest for 2 days, and then you can come back and pitch another 95 if need be. So, but I think I'm pretty sure Ryder Ness, I'll double check that, but I think he stayed under 45, obviously, if he pitched yesterday. So he'll be a starting pitcher today here for Hatton Northwood. So that's the lineups for the two clubs meeting for the first time this year. And the winner will play, let's see, tomorrow at 11 a.m. So they'll be back here bright and early again, 11 a.m. And they'll be in another loser-out situation as they would take on the loser of Beulah versus Park River, which will be a game later on today. So the winner moves on. Loser's done for the year for this one. And then 1:30 game today. Burlington will take on Carrington. Loser is done in that one. And then the winner moves on and plays at 1:30 tomorrow. And they'll meet the loser of Kindred Lemoore. And that'll be another loser-out situation. So, and then they'll just kind of have to fight their way back to try and make it back to get a chance at the championship here. When you lose that first game, it makes it really tough. But it has happened before where teams have come back. So it's rare, but it does happen. So we'll see what happens. But later on today, we'll have the winners brackets game at 4 and 6:30. 4 o'clock will be Kindred and Lemoore, and 6:30 Beulah and Park River. So. All right, well, they're going to read the code of conduct here and then the national anthem. So why don't we take about at least 2-minute break, and we'll come back with first pitch from Carrington City Park. It's Rugby and Hatton Northwood from the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. It's the first game of the day, day 2 of the 2024 Babe Ruth Tournament, right here on yourliveevent.com.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Looking to upgrade your home with top quality appliances? At DJ's Home Center of Carrington, they've got everything you need to make your home shine. From energy efficient models to the latest smart technology, find the perfect fit for your lifestyle. Visit DJ's Home Center today and see why their service and selection are second to none, offering delivery within 45 miles of Carrington. DJ's Home Center, your local source for home appliances that make life easier. Upgrade your home today with DJ's Home Center of Carrington, located right by the roundabout.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
At Golden Acres Manor and Estates of Carrington, their dedicated staff provides round-the-clock care tailored to each resident's needs. From enriching activities to delicious meals, they ensure a vibrant community where friendship blossoms and memories are made. Whether it's assisted living or specialized care, Golden Acres Manor and Estates is more than a place to stay, it's a place to thrive. Discover the difference at Golden Acres Manor and Estates. Contact them today for a tour. Golden Acre Manor and Estates of Carrington, where care is a way of life.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
High Plains Equipment of Carrington is your full-service Case IH dealer. They're proud to carry a huge selection of new and pre-owned inventory and Case IH genuine parts. If you're ready for your next new or used tractor or piece of equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales and financing departments are prepared to make sure your experience is outstanding. They also have over 6,000 Case IH genuine parts on hand, and they do bulk oil delivery or bulk filling of Hi-Tran or engine oil. Visit them online at highplainseq.com, located right off of Highway 200. High Plains Equipment of Carrington, Harvey, Rugby, and Devils Lake.
Welcome back here to Carrington City Park. I'm Greg for your liveevent.com. And we got game number 1 of 4 coming up for you here. Rugby and Hatton Northwood coming up. And we want to thank, of course, the Carrington Park Board for hospitality here in Carrington and giving us internet access so we can do our broadcast. So we appreciate that. Great venue for the State Babe Ruth tournament. And should be another nice day for baseball here. Also, our scoreboard brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, and our in-game updates made possible by Central Steel Building and Construction. So, and of course, all of our sponsors we want to thank from around the region for making these broadcasts possible here on yourliveevent.com. And they're all listed in the top left there of your screen as their logos stream through. So I want to send a shout out to them, and if you get a chance, make sure to say thank you to them for making these broadcasts possible, bringing you the entire Babe Ruth tournament here, the 2024 State Babe Ruth tournament, right here on yourliveevent.com with live video and audio. All right, well, we should be set here for action. First game of 4 today. Get a game time temperature and everything. Definitely feels way better than yesterday, that's for sure. So, all right. Rugby, Northwood, the home team. So the first pitch coming across. And first pitch coming across at 12:58. So 1 ball, no strikes to Gavin Barch from Ryder Ness. Rugby at the plate here, and then another swing and a miss. So it'll be 1 ball, 1 strike now. So game time temp 73 degrees here in Carrington. South winds 10 to 15. And partly to mostly sunny. There's a strike. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Gavin Barch. Then it'll be Hudson Hager and Clifton Brozart. Full wind of the pitch from Ness. High. So it evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Barch. On deck here is Hager. And then in the hole is Clifton Brozart. Wind of the pitch from Ryder Ness. Swing and a miss. Barch strikes out for out number 1. So 1 up and 1 down. Here's Hudson Hager now for Rugby. Rugby Babe Ruth baseball team. Full wind of the pitch from Ness. There's a strike. 0-1 to Hudson Hager. I think everybody that actually pitched for Hatton Northwood yesterday stayed under 45. So then you have 0 days rest. You can come back the next day. There's a swing and a foul. So Babe Ruth pitching rules here at the state tournament, a little different than Legion. That daily pitch max, no tournament max. So, but if you reach your 95 for the day, you're done. Then you got to rest 2 days, and you can come back and pitch another 95. Called strike 3 to Hager. So 2 up and 2 down, 2 strikeouts to start this one. Here's Clifton Brozart now. Excuse me. So Brozart will bat. Here's the pitch from Ness. There's a ball. Kyle Hewitt calling out balls and strikes. Appeal down to Dan Haugen at first. Didn't go. And Jim Hirsch at third. Our umpiring crew here for the first game of 4. 1-0 the count from Ness. There's strike 2 on the inside. Strike 1 rather. 1 ball, 1 strike now. Here's the 1-1 coming in. Swing and a foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Coming up next, we'll have Burlington and Carrington. Another elimination game. Full line of the pitch from the righty Ness. High and tight. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Clifton Brozart. 2 teams have not played each other yet this year. First meeting at the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt, dug out nicely by Braun. Meet the defense here. For Hatton Northwood, we got Ronan Braun catching, Drew Iverson at first, Weston Inger second, Aiden Johnson short, Holden Halverson at third, and the pitch. Swinging a chopper, going to go to third. It's going to be just foul. That Halverson at third made a nice grab, but just foul. So be 3-2 still, the Brozart. Alec Veer in left, Keegan Schroeder in center, and Axel Johnson in right. For Hatton Northwood head coach Brennan Bodine and Jared Hansen, co-coaches in their first year. And the pitch. Chopper foul. So both teams have co-coaches, Brennan Bodine and Jared Hansen for Hatton Northwood. And then for rugby, Jacob Ripplinger and Brody Schneibel, both first year as well. Here's the payoff. Chopper foul. So Brozart fighting some off here. That's the 4th foul ball, 3 in a row off the bat of Brozart. Both teams trying to stay alive here in the 2024 State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. If there's a pitch high, it's going to be a walk. So a 2-out walk will put a runner on. Here's Alex Zielinski now. Zach Zielinski, apologies. So Zielinski will bat to face Ryder Ness of Hatton Northwood. Righty checks first and fires in. Low. 1-0 to Zielinski. Ness looks in, gets the sign, sets and fires. Hard liner, that's going to get past. A diving Halverson at third into left field for a base hit. So Zielinski has the first hit of the ball game. That'll put 2 on, 2 out. Here's Joe Rizzovi now for rugby. So Rizzovi will bat to face Ryder Ness here of Hatton Northwood Thunder. And the pitch. There's a strike. 0-1 to Joe Rizzovi. Ness fires in. To be outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Joe Rizzovi. Ness looks into Braun. Delivers. There's a strike on the inside or outside corner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Joe Rizzovi. If you win this one, you come back tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. You lose, you're watching the rest of the tournament. Here's the pitch. There's a high chopper past the pitcher. Inger at second bobbles it, won't come up with it, and everybody's going to be safe. Be an error on Inger. So everybody moves up. Base is loaded now and 2 down. Here's Luke Arnston, 6th batter to the plate here for Rugby in the top of the 1st inning. Ness looks in, fires home. A weak fly in the infield. Third baseman makes the play, and that's going to do it. So Ness gets out of a big jam here as Arnston pops up to the third baseman, and that's going to do it. So Rugby threatens but comes up empty. Rugby 0 and Hatton Northwood coming to bat. We'll have it for you next right here on yourliveevent.com. It's the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament Day 2 right here from Carrington.
At AgWorks in Mountain, North Dakota, they're committed to providing superior agronomy solutions. From seed offerings from Channel, Westbred, and Vigor, and more, to comprehensive crop production products. Let them help you maximize your harvest. Serving the agricultural communities of Northeast North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota, AgWorks is dedicated to meeting the unique needs of growers in our region. Visit their website, agworksonline.com. Best of luck to the Park River Pirates and the rest of the teams at the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Get ready for the upcoming school year with back-to-school supplies in stock now and on sale. Plus, Lemoore Drugstore has a Nebo car jumpstart with an air compressor and power ports to keep your refreshments cold with the Nebo thermoelectric cooler bag. Located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information and to request refills on your prescription, go to LemooreDrugstore.com.
Bottom of the 1st, no score with Hatton coming to bat. Hatton Northwood, they'll send 1, 2, 3 batters here. Inger, Schroeder, Iverson to face Hudson Hager of Rugby. So here we go. Bottom of the 1st inning, State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament from Carrington City Park. That's inside at the wrist. 1 ball, no strikes to Weston Inger. One and 0 from Hager. Swing and a pop-up, and it's going to be out of play down by the third base dugout. So it's going to be 1 ball, 1 strike. So Hatton Northwood at the first base dugout, as they're the home team for this one. Rugby the third base dugout. Swinging a pop-up in the infield. First baseman giving chase. Pitcher coming over. And the catcher had it, but just bounced off his glove by the first base dugout. So Inger catches a break, but it'll be 2 strikes now. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Meet the defense here for Rugby. Joe Rizvi catching. They got Zach Schneibel at first. Gavin Barch at second. Clifton Brozard at short. Zach Selensky at third. Brody Burnt at left. And Luke Arnston at right field. Here's the full line of the pitch from Hager outside. So we count even now. So 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch now. He called strike 3 on the inside corner. Inger gets caught looking for out number 1. So 1 out. Here's Keegan Schroeder now. First pitch coming home. Be a strike in there. Kiefer Fritz in center field. There we go. Okay, it's a ball now to Schroeder, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Full line of the pitch from Hager. High. 2-1 now to Schroeder. Full line of the pitch from Hager. Sails outside to Schroeder, so it'll be 3 balls, 1 strike to Keegan Schroeder. Runner at first. Check that. No runner at first. Apologies. I changed that on my thing. All right, here's the pitch, and it's going to be a swing and a miss. So 3-2 now to Schroeder. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. There's a fly ball. That'll drop in the gap to right center. And Schroeder will have first hit of the ball game for Hatton Northwood here. Now a runner at first. Here's Drew Iverson at the plate for Northwood. Black tops, gray pants with the blue letters, numbers, helmets, white trim, rugby. Black tops, white pants with the orange letters and white trim. White hats, orange brim, and black. There's a throw over to first. It got him out. Nice pickoff move from Hudson Hager at first, or on the mound. Schneibel, the nice tag. And Schroeder's out. That was a nice move. So 2 down now, base is clear. There's a pitch, gets away, bounces away. It's going to be 1 ball and no strikes to Drew Iverson. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, no score here in the bottom of the first. And the pitch. There's a ball. 2-0 now to Iverson. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing their heritage, sharing their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. For more information, visit the website, dhbanknd.com. Here's a 2-0 from Hager. Opposite field fly ball, right fielder coming on. That'll drop for a hit. And Iverson will have a long single here to right field. Arnson had a long ways to go. He couldn't catch up to it. So Iverson, second hit now. Runner at first with 2 down. Here's Alec Veer now. Veer, the cleanup man, will bat for Hatton Northwood. Looks down to coach. Over there, Jared Hansen at third. Hager throws over to first and back safely as a runner. So Hager looks on, checks first, sets, and the pitch. High, or there's a strike, throw down a second, and not in time. Well, it looked like it was going to be there, but it was kind of to the right of the bag, or left, I guess, and just couldn't quite get the tag there in time. So Iverson at second. It's going to be 1 ball and no strikes to Veer. So Hager now checks second. Second baseman holding him on, and the pitch home. Ball outside to Veer, so 2-0 to Veer. "73 degrees here in Carrington today. It's definitely nicer than yesterday, cooler than yesterday. Here's a swing and another fly ball to right field. Right fielder coming on, makes the grab on the run. That's Arnston in right. And Veer is out on a fly out to right field. So that's going to do it here for Hatton Northwood. All right, we've played an inning, and on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, no score. We're heading to the top of the second.
Whether you're local or driving through Carrington, make sure to stop into the Prairie Inn restaurant. They have the best breakfast and coffee, but they also have some of the best dinner and supper entrees too. The Prairie Inn is your breakfast, dinner, and supper headquarters. Stop in and you can sink your teeth into some tasty sandwiches and soups. Take a trip through the Express Line salad bar with hot entree and, of course, the delicious pies and desserts. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Call 701-652-3976.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com and State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. Game 1 of the day during day 2. It's actually Game 5 of the tournament. So it'll be 7, 8, 9 batters for Rugby. Schneibel leads it off. He's down in the count 0-2 quickly here. Here's the pitch from Ness. Sails high. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strike to Schneibel. So Schneibel, Burnt, and Fritz here for the Rugby base Babe Ruth team. Full line of the pitch from Ryder Ness, the righty. It's going to be low, bounces away from Braun. No harm done, nobody on. So Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. No score here on the for the second. Loser out situation here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase. Nice pitch. Schneibel strikes out. Third strikeout for Ness. Here's Brody Burnt now. So Burnt will bat to face Ness with 1 down. Once again, I want to thank Carrington Park Board, everybody here at the Carrington Park Board for their hospitality here in Carrington and putting internet access in for us here at the ballpark. Here's a swing and a pop-up foul back behind our heads. So 0-1 to Brody Burnt. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a chopper in front of the plate. It's going to be 0-2. So Burnt quickly down on the count here. No balls and 2 strikes. So both these teams lost yesterday. Hatton Northwood to Kindred and then Rugby to Lemoore. That put him into this game. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. Burnt strikes out. 4th strikeout for Ness. Here's Kiefer Fritz now. So Fritz will bat to face Ness with 2 down. Nobody on for Rugby. And the pitch. Outside. 1 ball, no strikes to Kiefer Fritz. And the pitch. That's going to be in there for strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kiefer Fritz of Rugby. Full line in the 1-1. Just missing low. So it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. Watching a little bit of the Olympics this morning. My wife and daughter before I came to the park here in Carrington. Just swinging a foul. Always love watching the Olympics. We were watching the men's high bar and gymnastics. So I had the opening ceremony in Paris last night. So I didn't see the open. There's called strike 3, and Ness strikes out the side. Fritz gets caught looking, and that's going to do it here for Rugby. We'll head to the bottom of the second, and on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, no score between Rugby and Hatton Northwood. From Carrington City Park, it's the 2024 State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament right here on YourLiveEvent.com.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Life is full of surprises, and at Bickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Whether you're looking for home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance, they offer personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Bickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Bickett Insurance Agency services. They service Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Bickett Insurance Agency, protecting what matters most.
I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed our coverage so far here of the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. All of it possible because of our great sponsorships. So we appreciate that. All right, let's see. Aiden Johnson leads it off. First pitch in there for a strike from Hager. So it's 0-1. So Hudson Hager on the mound, looks into Rizvi behind the plate for Rugby and delivers to Johnson of Hatton Northwood. Swing and a miss. Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes to Johnson. Winner plays tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. again. Pitch from Hager. Swinging a fly ball. First baseman giving chase and runs out of room. So it'll be 0-2 still to Aiden Johnson. Hager back on the mound, looks in, and the 0-2 coming home to Johnson. Curve misses high and outside. It's going to be first ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aiden Johnson. So on deck is Holden Halverson, and then in the hole is Axel Johnson here. 5, 6, 7 batters for Hatton Northwood. And the pitch. It's called strike 3. Just catches that inside corner. So Johnson gets caught looking for out number 1. Here's Holden Halverson now with 1 down. Hager set to fire. Here's the first offering. Curve in there for a strike. 0-1 to Holden Halverson. Looking forward to watching a little breakdancing at the Olympics this year. That'll be fun to watch. Here's the swing, and that's going to get over the shortstop's head into center field for a base hit. So Halverson has the 3rd hit now for Northwood. Axel Johnson now. Of course, the women's gymnastics. A lot of fun watching the Summer Olympics. Always look forward to it every time it comes up. All right, here's Hager to face Johnson. Hager checks first, sets, fires, swing, and that's going to be ripped past the shortstop to left field, and that'll be another base hit. So now Hatton Northwood has 4 hits. So Logan Steinbrink, number 8 batter, will bat now. 1 down, 2 on. Hatton Northwood trying to put something together here in the home half of the second. Steinbrink will face Hager with Halverson at second, Johnson at first. Infield, first baseman playing in, second baseman as well. Rosart covering second. Hager sets, showing bunt. It's a bunt, pops it up. It's going to be a decent bunt down by the third base side. That's going to be a perfect bunt for Logan Steinbrink. It's kind of a low pop-up right in front of the plate and bounced down by the third base side. No play for anybody. So that is an excellent bunt there. And that moves everybody up with 1 down. Base is going to be loaded now for the number 9 batter, Ronan Braun. So Hatton Northwood here. Bases loaded. Here's Hager's pitch. Curve in there for a strike. To be 0-1 to Braun. Hager looks in, sets, and fires. Low. 1-1 to Braun. Hager sets, checks the runners from the stretch and delivers. Swinging, it's a grounder. It's going to go to short, and he'll knock. I think it hit the player. I think it hit the runner. So the runner's out, and so the runner, Johnson, it hit him on the grounder. So he's out. Everybody has to take back, so no runs across. So here we go. So that's going to be 2 down now. Nobody at second. Or base is still loaded here, rather. Runner at second to third was out. Here's a swing and a fly ball. That will score a run. And that will be, they'll hold the runner. So it's going to be 1-0. Hatton Northwood strikes first here. Okay, so Ness knocks him in. That's Helverson scoring. Everybody else moves up. So 1-0 now. Hatton Northwood leading. Base is still loaded for Anger. And the pitch. There's a rip to left field, and that'll drop for a hit. That will score Steinbrink. And everybody else going to be safe, so it's 2-0. Hatton Northwood leading here in the home half of the second. Just a bloop single over the third baseman to left field, and Inger knocks in one. That's Steinbrink scoring. Everybody else moves up. So now it's 2-0. Hatton Northwood leading. Here's Keegan Schroeder, who's 1 for 1. That's the 7th hit now for Hatton Northwood, and the pitch. That's hit to right field, and that'll drop for a hit. Braun scores. They'll send Ness from second. And here's the play, and got him. But 1 run will score, but nice relay. Arnston throws it in. Schneibel cut it off there, I think, and hit Rizvi at home, and Rizvi a nice tag. And that's going to do it here, but Schroeder knocks in 1. So that's going to be a single and an RBI scoring Braun. And then Ness gets tagged out at home. So that's going to do it here. But big inning for Hatton Northwood as they come up with 3 runs. They'll leave a couple stranded. And now we will head to the top of the third. 3-0, Hatton Northwood leading Rugby on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info. 701-652-2886.
High Plains Equipment of Carrington is your full-service Case IH dealer. They're proud to carry a huge selection of new and pre-owned inventory and Case IH genuine parts. If you're ready for your next new or used tractor or piece of equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales and financing departments are prepared to make sure your experience is outstanding. They also have over 6,000 Case IH genuine parts on hand, and they do bulk oil delivery or bulk filling of Hi-Tran or engine oil. Visit them online at highplainseq.com, located right off of Highway 200. High Plains Equipment of Carrington, Harvey, Rugby, and Devils Lake.
Welcome back here to Carrington City Park. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com. We're in the top of the third inning, 3-0. Hatton Northwood leading Rugby on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll have a Central Steel Building and Construction in-game update coming up here for you shortly. So we got a new pitcher now, Aiden Johnson. Here's a swing and a fly ball off the bat of Barch. Left fielder tracking, coming in, makes the play. So Veer makes the put out. So Barch is out on a fly out to left. 1 up and 1 down. Hudson Hager now, who struck out his first time up. New pitcher is Johnson. I think it's just, let's see, I got to check out the defensive changes for Hatton Northwood here. Johnson pitching. Here's the pitch. Low, 1-0. You heard yesterday Brennan Bodine for Hatton Northwood talk about how they want to, there's a swing and a miss. They want to try and keep all their pitchers under 45 so they can keep coming back if need be, and if they're still alive. There's a swing and a foul. So starting pitcher for Hatton Northwood works 2 innings, Ryder Ness, and 37 pitches, no runs. So he can come back again tomorrow. Let's see, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hudson Hager, and the pitch. Swing and a foul back. And the pitch, there's a swing and a fly ball right to the pitcher, and he makes the play. So Johnson makes the put out. So Hager is out on a pop up to the pitcher, 2 down. Now, Clifton Brozart, who walked his first at bat, will bat now. Face Johnson for the first time. So Axel Johnson's at short now. There's a ball. So ball 1 to Clifton Brozart. See where right field. Ready for the right fielder. There's a ball. There's a sharp roller, 1 hopper to short. Johnson up with it, fires across 1 hopper, and first baseman digs it out. Nice play there by Drew Iverson. Saved his shortstop. 6-3 on the putout, and that's going to do it here. So we will now head to the bottom of the 3rd, and it's still 3-0. Hatton Northwood leading Rugby on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
News, weather, and sports from your community. Look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you, from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Get ready for the upcoming school year with back-to-school supplies in stock now and on sale. Plus, Lemoore Drugstore has a Nebo car jumpstart with an air compressor and power ports to keep your refreshments cold with the Nebo thermoelectric cooler bag. Located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information and to request refills on your prescription, go to LemooreDrugstore.com.
Carrington City Park State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament here on YourLiveEvent.com. First game of 4 today. And we're in the bottom of the 3rd here. It's 3-0 Hatton Northwood leading Rugby. So it'll be 3, 4, 5 batters. The heart of the order for Hatton Northwood, Iverson, Veer, Johnson to face Hager. Here's a grounder foul. 0-1 to Drew Iverson. So Hager gets the sign from Rizvi, and the pitch swung on, popped up, foul territory by the first base dugout. Pitcher chasing and lands right in front of him. Can't quite make the play. So Iverson catches a break. It's going to be 0-2 the count now. So Drew Iverson, 20 singles on the year, 3 doubles, batting .460 on the year. Iverson, number 3 batter for Hatton Northwood, and the pitch from Hager sails high. First ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Iverson. Here's the pitch from Hager at low, bounces away from Rizvi. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Drew Iverson. Here's the pitch from the righty Hager of Rugby. Fly ball to left. Left fielder going back, tracking, and reaches up, makes the grab in left field. Burnt brings it in, so Iverson is out. On a fly out to left field. One down. Here's Alec Veer now. Veer 0 for 1. He flew out his first at bat, facing Hudson Hager. Some stats here from Veer. 23 singles. There's a roller to Brozart at short, knocks it down, comes up firing across, and got him in time. Wow, just a bang play over there first. So Brozart knocked it down bare hands. It had a hurry, and they get Veer out 6-3. So Aiden Johnson now will bat with 2 down. Hudson Hager now, full line of the pitch. Curve in there for a strike. 0-1 to Aiden Johnson. Pitch from Hager. Full wind and the pitch. Swung on and popped up behind us. So no balls and 2 strikes to Aiden Johnson. Here's the 0-2 coming in. Swing and a miss. And Johnson strikes out. So Johnson is retired. And so is Hatton Northwood here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So no runs across, nobody left. All right, we will head now to the top of the 4th. It's still 3-0. Hatton Northwood leading Rugby on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
At AgWorks in Mountain, North Dakota, they're committed to providing superior agronomy solutions. From seed offerings from Channel, Westbred, and Vigor, and more, to comprehensive crop production products. Let them help you maximize your harvest. Serving the agricultural communities of Northeast North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota, AgWorks is dedicated to meeting the unique needs of growers in our region. Visit their website, agworksonline.com. Best of luck to the Park River Pirates and the rest of the teams at the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament.
Barch Electric has been serving the Rugby community for many years with prompt and professional service. Barch Electric is happy to take care of any job in your home, office, or ag building. They are a proud supporter of area youth sports and would like to wish the Rugby Panthers the best of luck. Win or lose, you are always number one. Friendly, professional service is what you get when you call Barch Electric of Rugby. Best of luck to the District 2 champions Rugby and the rest of the teams competing at the State Class B Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament.
Welcome back here to Carrington City Park. I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com. We're in the top of the 4th inning, 3-0. Hatton Northwood leading Rugby on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing their heritage, sharing their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. For more information, visit the website, dhbanknd.com. All right, so Keegan Schroeder on the mound now for Hatton Northwood. This will be the 3rd pitcher of the ball game. Aiden Johnson will go in center, then Tate Hansen in right. He took over there in last inning. The 3rd pitcher now for Hatton Northwood. First pitch to Zielinski, and it's in there for a strike to Zach Zielinski. So it's 4, 5, 6 batters here for Rugby. So Zielinski, Risby, Arnston. Pitch from Keegan Schroeder. There's strike 2, so Schroeder coming right at Zielinski here. Zielinski 1 for 1 today, single. Last at bat, first time facing Schroeder. Now there's a ball. 1-2 now. So for Hatton Northwood, Aiden Johnson works an inning, 10 pitches, just 10 pitches, no runs. Ness started, worked 2 innings, 37 pitches. 2-2 now, the count to Zach Zielinski. And the pitch. Swing kind of jammed on one. It's going to be a foul ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Zielinski. 2-2 from the righty Schroeder. Swing and a miss. Selinsky strikes out for out number 1. All right, here's Joe Rizvi now. 0 for 1, reached on an error last at bat. So Rizvi will come to the plate, face Schroeder. And the pitch from Schroeder. There's a strike. Right down the pipe. 0-1 to Rizvi. Full line of the pitch from Schroeder. That's sharply hit right past the pitcher. Second baseman backhand's going to throw over, and a one-hop. First baseman can't quite dig it out. It was a nice attempt all around. Rizvi will take off for second, and nice. That's got to be a hit. Yeah. Rizvi a single, then he'll take second on the throw. So at second now with 1 down. Here's Luke Arnston, 0 for 1, a flyout. Face Schroeder as he checks second in the pitch. Swung at 1 upstairs. It's 0-1. So no balls, 1 strike to Luke Arnston. And the pitch. Slow roller past the pitcher. Shortstop charging, fires, and a wide throw. I think going to be safe. So an infield single for Arnston. Takes the runner to third. That's Rizvi now. So Rugby trying to put something together here in the top of the 4th. They got runners at the corners. 1 down. Here's Zach Schneibel, who struck out his first time up. Number 7 batter in the order will face Keegan Schroeder. Now time is called. Rizvi at second, rather. Here's a pitch from Schroeder of Hatton Northwood. There's a strike. So it's 0-1 to Schneibel. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch from Schroeder follows it back. So 0-2 to Schneibel. Central Steel Building and Construction here in Carrington. For durable and high-quality storage equipment, turn to Central Steel Building and Construction in Carrington. They specialize in the construction and installation of steel grain storage and handling equipment. Plus, they carry Country Clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. You can visit grainstuff.com for more information. There's a chopper right to the pitcher. He'll go to third, high throw, and it comes down, and it's going to be a collision. Halverson had to leap up to bring that in. He came down, and it was a collision there between Rizvi. So Schneibel will reach on the fielder's choice. Excuse me. So Rizvi is out. That was a nice play there, but Halverson comes down and got hit kind of in the shin, it looks like. So looks like he's all right. Oh. It's be 2 down now and still 2 on. Here's Brody Burnt for Rugby. Pitch from Schroeder as he checks the runners. Here it is. It's inside to Burnt. He's 0 for 1. So it's going to be 1-0 to Burnt for Rugby. Tying run at the plate, 2 down here in the top of the 4th for the Rugby Babe Ruth team. Here's a swing and a miss. 1-1 to Burnt. Burnt, number 8 batter here for Rugby. 1-1 coming home. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Burnt. One and 2. Schroeder checks first, looks at second, fires in. It's behind him. It's going to get past, and runners will take off. No throw. So Arnston at third now. And Schneibel at second. Now a single would really make things interesting here. Here's the 2-2 coming home. Swing and a miss. Burnt strikes out for out number 3. Okay, after 3.5, 3-0, Hatton Northwood leading Rugby on the Dakota Heritage Bank. scoreboard. It's the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament right here on yourliveevent.com from Carrington, North Dakota.
Life is full of surprises, and at Pickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Whether you're looking for home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance, they offer personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Pickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Pickett Insurance Agency services. They service Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Pickett Insurance Agency, protecting what matters most.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Welcome back. I'm Greg for yourliveevent.com. We're at Carrington City Park for day 2 of the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington in-game updates for Hatton Northwood here. 3 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. Rugby, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Heading to the bottom of the 4th. So it's 3-0. Hatton Northwood leading Rugby here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. So Hudson Hager on the mound delivers to Rizvi. There's a ball to Holden Halverson. Halverson on the year, 21 singles, 1 double, 1 triple, batting .523 on the year. Got 10 ribbies. Here's a fly to left. Left fielder coming on, makes the grab. Burt makes the put out and left. So Halverson's out on a fly out to left field. Now it's Axel Johnson with 1 down. Johnson 1 for 1 today. Here's the pitch from Hager. Low. 1 ball, no strikes to Axel Johnson. Full wind of the pitch from Hager. Big curve in there for a strike. Nice pitch, 1-1. Hager now, it's his 46th pitch, so. Gets a sign from Rizvi. And the pitch home. Swinging a foul back, so it'll be 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Johnson. 1 ball, 2 strike count to Axel Johnson. Hager, leg kick, and delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Actually, the ball got away, so they'll fire down to first, not in time. This will be a drop third strike. Axel Johnson will reach. So runner at first now. Logan Steinbrink, 1 for 1 today for the number 8 batter for Hatton Northwood with a runner at first. So Steinbrink will face Hager for the 2nd time today here this afternoon in the bottom of the 4th inning from Carrington City Park. Hager, the righty, looks over, fires over to first, and bounces off the glove of the first baseman Schneibel. No harm done, just about 5 or 6 feet or so. Hager looks in, checks the runner, sets, and the pitch. High. The first ball, 1 ball, no strikes to Steinbrink. Hager sets and delivers. Outside. Be 2-0 to Logan Steinbrink. Here's the 2-0. Swung on foul back over our head, so it's going to be a first strike now. So 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2-1 to Logan Steinbrink. Here's the pitch now from Hager. Inside corner, called strike 2. It's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Logan Steinbrink at home for Hatton Northwood. Hager checks first, sets, and the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Got him swinging. Runner goes down. Now they're going to have the runner caught between first and second. That's Johnson, first baseman. Now they'll tag him out, and that's going to be it. So Steinbrink strikes out, and Johnson is caught between first and second as he was trying to steal, then they tagged him out. So that's going to do it here for Hatton Northwood. We've played 4, and on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, it's still 3-0, Hatton Northwood leading Rugby.
Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info. 701-652-2886.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers. They are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back here to Carrington City Park. And we're in the top of the 5th inning on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's 3-0, Hatton Northwood leading Rugby. So Kiefer Fritz now, 9-1-2 batters for Rugby in the top of the 5th. Fritz, Barch, and Hager facing Keegan Schroeder. So Schroeder will face Fritz, and let's see, Fritz is 0 for 1 today, struck out. Pitch is inside. It'll be 1-0 to Kiefer Fritz. So you win this one, you play tomorrow at 11 a.m. in another elimination game. Here's the pitch. Low. 2-0 now, so 2 balls, no strikes to Kiefer Fritz. If you lose this one, you're done for the year. Rugby 12-5, Hatton Northwood 8-5. Rugby District 2 champs, Hatton Northwood District 4 champions. Full wind of the 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1 to Fritz. And the pitch. There's a strike. 2-2 to Fritz. And the 2-2 coming in. That's going to be a grounder. Second baseman, long ways to go. Fires across and gets him out. Nice play there by Inger. Had a long ways to go to his left. And played the roller. Fired over to Iverson for the out. So 4-3. 1 down now. Gavin Barch will bat, the left-handed batter, and leadoff man for Rugby. He's 0 for 2 today, still looking for his first hit. And the pitch inside. Central Steel Building and Construction in-game update here. Rugby, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. Hatton Northwood, 3 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors here in the top of the 5th. Pitch sails outside. It's going to be 2-0 to Barch. Barch flew out his last at bat. He'll face the righty Schroeder and the 2-0 coming in. Swinging a fly ball, and it's going to be drifting foul and caught about 5 feet by Veer in left field off the line. So Barch flies out in foul territory. So 2 down now. And now Hudson Hager will bat. Hager 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. Here's the pitch. It's inside. 1-0 to Hager. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch from Schroeder and missing. So it'll be 2-0 to Hager. 2 balls, no strikes. From the righty Schroeder of Hatton Northwood. Swinging a foul back. It's going to be 2-1 now to Hager. Swing. Foul out of play. So it's even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hudson Hager at the plate. Coming up next, we'll have the host Carrington Redbirds taking on Burlington Bulldogs. Another loser out situation. Here's the pitch. High. 3-2 now to Hudson Hager. We'll also have the 2 winners brackets game later today. A swing popped up. Second baseman giving a run. That's going to fall for a bloop single in shallow right center. So Hager will reach 2-out single. Now Clifton Brozart. Brozart will bat. He's 0 for 1, a walk and a ground out today. Facing Schroeder and the pitch. Kind of high and tight. 1-0 to Clifton Brozart. Here's the 1-0 and outside. So it's going to be 2-0 to Brozart. 2 balls, no strikes to Clifton Brozart. And the pitch. And it's going to be, let's see, low again. So 3-0 now. So 3 balls, no strikes. Here's a 3-0 now at the wrist, and that's going to be ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk will put 2 on, 2 down. Hager at second, Brozart now at first. Here's Zach Zelensky, 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout. So he'll face Keegan Schroeder, the righty of Hatton Northwood. Rugby, the tying run at the plate here. 2 down. There's a strike. 0-1 to Zach Zelensky. Schroeder sets and delivers. The outside ball gets away off the catcher Braun. That'll move the runners up. So Hager at third now. Brozart at second. It's pitch from Schroeder. Inside. So it's going to be 2-1 now. Two balls, 1 strike from Schroeder. High. It's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike. Schroeder's struggling a little bit here to find the strike zone last couple of bats. Got him down for 40 pitches, 22 strikes, 18 balls. Schroeder, the righty, looks at the runners, fires in. High. Base is going to be loaded. Base is loaded now. Joe Vrisovy, number 5 batter, will bat for the Rugby Babe Ruth baseball team, and that'll get a visit to the mound. So we'll take a quick break here, and we'll be back to Carrington City Park right after this.
Looking to upgrade your home with top quality appliances? At DJ's Home Center of Carrington, they've got everything you need to make your home shine. From energy efficient models to the latest smart technology, find the perfect fit for your lifestyle. Visit DJ's Home Center today and see why their service and selection are second to none, offering delivery within 45 miles of Carrington. DJ's Home Center, your local source for home appliances that make life easier. Upgrade your home today with DJ's Home Center of Carrington, located right by the roundabout.
All right, Joe Vrisby now 1 for 2, an error and a single today. Bases loaded in the pitch, and there's a strike. So Schroeder coming right after him. 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike. Hager at third, Brozart at second, Zielinski at first. Schroeder sets and fires. Outside, count even now, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Tying run at first for Rugby, and the pitch. And that's going to get behind him. Hager will take home on the wild pitch. It went behind the back. So Rugby gets on the board here. Hager takes home. And everybody else moves up. So 3-1. 3-1 now. Rugby gets on the board. Still 2 down. 2-0, 2-1. There's a strike. So it'll be 2-2 now to Rizvi. 2-2 from Schroeder. High, another one gets away, and it took a quick bounce back off the backstop. And Brozart was off to home, but quickly retreated back to third. So count full now. Schroeder sets and fires. There's a ball. Going to be a walk. Bases loaded again. So here's Luke Arnsten. 1 for 2 today, a fly out and a single for Rugby. Sixth, that's going to get away, and runner takes off. Now they're going to have the runner caught between home and third. So Brozart, and he's going to be tagged out by Schroeder. And that's going to end it here for Rugby and their threats. So the ball got away, and Brozart took off. Braun got it, fired down to third, and they got the runner caught. So Brozart is tagged out between home and third for the final out of the inning. But Rugby does get on the board here, and they will score 1 run. They'll leave the bases loaded here. And, 2 left, I guess, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th. Your new score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard is now 3-1. Hatton Northwood leading Rugby.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
At Golden Acres Manor and Estates of Carrington, their dedicated staff provides round-the-clock care tailored to each resident's needs. From enriching activities to delicious meals, they ensure a vibrant community where friendship blossoms and memories are made. Whether it's assisted living or specialized care, Golden Acres Manor and Estates is more than a place to stay, it's a place to thrive. Discover the difference at Golden Acres Manor and Estates. Contact them today for a tour. Golden Acre Manor and Estates of Carrington, where care is a way of life.
All right, welcome back here to Carrington City Park. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com, and we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be 3-1. Hatton Northwood leading Rugby on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Rugby was getting some momentum there in the top of the 5th, but it ended. The runner getting caught between home and third. Here's the first pitch to Braun. And nice big bender in there for a strike. 0-1 to Braun. So it'll be 9-10-1 batters for Hatton Northwood. Braun, 14 singles on the year. Here's the pitch from Hager. Starting pitcher for Rugby. It's tight. 1 ball, 1 strike to Braun. Braun 0 for 1, reached on a fielder's choice last at bat. So Hager on the mound, the 1-1 coming in. There's a strike. 1-2 to Braun. So Hager looks into Rizvi. Kicks and fires. Swung on, foul. Out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Braun. Braun batting .350 on the year. 9 RBI. And the pitch. And kind of a quarter swing, but held up. So it's going to be ball 2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ronan Braun. Hager gets the sign, leg kick, fires the 2-2. And that's going to be low, so it'll be 3-2 now. Hager, this will be his 60th pitch of the ball game. Full line of the pitch from Hager. It's a fly ball, and that's going to drop into center field for a base hit. So Braun will reach on a single to center. So Ryder Ness now for Hatton Northwood. That's the 10th hit for Hatton Northwood. Ness will bat. 12 singles on the year, batting .367. Throw to first, and the ball's going to get away now, and the runner will stay put. So Ryder Ness at the plate. 1 for 1 today with a single. He's got one of the 10 hits for Hatton Northwood today. Hager checks first base. Sets and fires, showing bunt, and it's going to be bunt foul right by the plate. No balls or 1 strike to Ryder Ness. Ness gets back in there, looks down to head coach Jared Hansen. Co-coaches Brennan Bodine and Jared Hansen. Hansen at third. First year co-coaches in the pitch. And another bunt attempt and foul back behind the plate again. So it's going to be no balls and 2 strikes to Ryder Ness. Kind of warming up now in Carrington. We had 73 at first pitch. It's game over an hour old now. Definitely feels a little warmer. Here's the 0-2. We miss outside. It's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ness. Had about a little under 10 hundredths of rain overnight. Kind of, it's a little sprinkle here and there. Some lightning last night here in town. Here's the 1-2. And inside. I'm going to call the strike 3. So strike 3, Ryder Ness is out. 1 down. Here's Weston Inger now. Hager checks the runner, sets, and the righty fires in. Swinging a roller. Going to go to deep short. Shortstop to second. Relay, no throws, so they get the force. So Inger at first base. So Braun is out at second for 2 down. Here's Keegan Schroeder now. So left-handed batter will dig in here to face the righty Hudson Hager. Hager looks over. Schneibel holding Inger on over there in the pitch. Runner goes. There's a strike. Throw down to second and not in time. So Inger at second now with 2 down. Hatton Northwood trying to add to their lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning. This loser out situation in the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament. Hager fakes the throw to second. Brozart holding him on. Now the pitch home. And it's going to be inside. I think it might be a hit by pitch. So Schroeder hit by pitch at first now. Iverson will bat. Singled his first at bat. He's got a fly out last at bat, so he's 1 for 2 today. So Hatton Northwood, 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 5th, 3-1. They lead it over Rugby on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Iverson digs in. Hager fires. High. 1-0 to Iverson. Iverson, 20 singles, 3 doubles, batting .460 on the year, 12 RBI. Hager motions towards second, doesn't throw. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch. There's a strike. Runner goes. Throw it on a third. It's going to be off target and rolling to left field, and everybody will be safe and move up. So Inger at third now. And Schroeder at second. So Iverson has 1 ball, 1 strike against him. Iverson, number 3 batter in the order for Hatton Northwood. Hager sets, fires. Kerr misses outside. 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike to Drew Iverson. These 2 teams have not played this year. First meeting at the state tournament. Hatton Northwood been a little while since they've been to state. Since 2012. There's a fly ball, left center. Right fielder, center fielder coming on, and left center fielder makes the put out rather. So nice play there by Fritz and Burnt to avoid the collision. And Fritz grabs it for the out. So Iverson flies out for the final out of the inning. So they'll leave 2 stranded and no runs across. We'll head to the top of the 6th. 3-1. Hatton Northwood leads Rugby on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
High Plains Equipment of Carrington is your full-service Case IH dealer. They're proud to carry a huge selection of new and pre-owned inventory and Case IH genuine parts. If you're ready for your next new or used tractor or piece of equipment, their friendly and knowledgeable sales and financing departments are prepared to make sure your experience is outstanding. They also have over 6,000 Case IH genuine parts on hand, and they do bulk oil delivery or bulk filling of Hi-Tran or engine oil. Visit them online at highplainseq.com, located right off of Highway 200. High Plains Equipment of Carrington, Harvey, Rugby, and Devils Lake.
We're live at Carrington City Park for the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament, the 2024 edition. And it's day 2, game number 1 of the day, game 5 of the tournament. And we're in the top of the 6th on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. It's 3-1, Hatton Northwood leading Rugby. Rugby will send 6, 7, 8 batters here. Arntzen, Schneibel, Burnt to face Keegan Schroeder. So Arntzen digs in to face Schroeder. Schroeder sets and delivers low. Should be 1 ball, no strikes to Arntzen. Arntzen, let's see, 1 for 2 today. A fly out and a singled last at bat, so he'll dig in again for the 3rd time today. There's a ball. So it'll be 2-0 now to Arntzen. 2 balls, no strikes to the right-handed batter for Rugby. Full line of the pitch home. Sharp roller to 3rd. That's Halverson, gloves it, fires across the diamond, 1 hopper, and first baseman does a stretch and hangs on. Nice play by Iverson. Iverson has had some nice grabs over there. This one saved his 3rd baseman. So 5-3 now on the putout, 1 up and 1 down. Here's Zach Schneibel now, 0 for 2 today. Schneibel will face Schroeder. And the pitch. High, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes to Schneibel. And the pitch. Swinging a foul. 1 ball, 1 strike to Schneibel. Here's the 1-1 from Schroeder. Here's a ball. It's going to be 2-1 now to Schneibel. Winner of this one plays at 11 a.m. tomorrow. Loser's done for the year. I would have gone 0-2 in the tournament. Here's the pitch. Swung on and miss. Nice pitch. 2-2 now to Schneibel. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Schneibel strikes out for out number 2. Now Brody Burnt. So for Schroeder, that's his third K. Burnt now struck out twice. Schroeder's the third pitcher of the ball game for Hatton Northwood. Here's the pitch. Low. So Schroeder has, this will be his 58th pitch now of the game. Takes a sign, delivers. Another strike right in there, 1-1. So 75 pitches. Gotta have at least 1 day rest. So here's a swing and a miss. A 1-2 to Burnt. Here's a 1-2 from Schroeder. Popped up. And catcher didn't see it. Pitcher's going back and no play. Catcher Brown didn't see it right away. Schroeder had his eye on it and came charging in, but catcher had no idea where it went. So it'll be a break for Burnt. 1-2 the count still. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1-2 to Brody Burnt. Here's the full line of the pitch from Schroeder. Swing and a miss. Burnt has struck out 3 times today. All right, that's going to do it here for Rugby in the top of the 6th. We are now heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your score on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Hatton Northwood 3, Rugby 1.
At AgWorks in Mountain, North Dakota, they're committed to providing superior agronomy solutions. From seed offerings from Channel, Westbred, and Vigor, and more, to comprehensive crop production products. Let them help you maximize your harvest. Serving the agricultural communities of Northeast North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota, AgWorks is dedicated to meeting the unique needs of growers in our region. Visit their website, agworksonline.com. Best of luck to the Park River Pirates and the rest of the teams at the State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament.
Welcome back here. New pitcher now for Rugby. Clifton Brozart comes in. Hudson Hager goes to short. So we'll check out Hudson Hager. 5 innings of work, 70 pitches rather. 3 runs, 3 earned, 6 Ks, 9 hits, no walks, 1 hit batter. So Brozart comes in here to face Alec Veer. 4, 5, 6 batters here. Veer, Johnson, Halverson. In the bottom of the 6th inning. Hatton Northwood leading it 3-0. They have led the entire game so far. Scored 3 in the top of the 2nd on the Central Steel Building and Construction in-game update. Rugby got 1 run in the top of the 5th. There's a foul. So Rugby, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Hatton Northwood, 3 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. Central Steel Building and Construction right here in Carrington for durable and high-quality storage equipment. They also specialize in construction and installation of steel, grain, storage, and handling equipment. Plus, they carry Country Clipper Moors, Ritchie Waters, and lots more. Visit grainstuff.com for more information. 1-2 to Veer. Pitch from Brozart. And curve missing. 2-2 now to Veer. And 3-2 now to Veer. So it'll be a walk now. So a walk. So Veer reaches. Here's Aiden Johnson now, number 5 batter. He's 0 for 2, has struck out twice today against Hager. And there's the pitch. It's going to be low and away. 1 ball, no strikes to Aiden Johnson. One and 0 to Johnson from Clifton Brozart. And the pitch. Strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Aiden Johnson. There's a strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aiden Johnson. Brozart sets and delivers. Outside. 2-2 to Johnson. Here's the pitch. Grounder to short. Hager up with it. Goes to second. Relay and not in time. So they get the force out. So Alec Johnson will reach on the fielder's choice. And Veer is out on the force. 1 down now. Here's Holden Halverson. 1 for 2, a single and a fly out today. So Halverson will bat to face Brozart of Rugby. And the pitch now from Brozart. Actually, he'll throw to first. They're going to have the runner picked up, but the ball's going to get away from Schneibel at first. Johnson rounding second. He'll go for 3, and he stands at third base. So Johnson over at third. So error there on the throw. Takes Johnson to first. First error for Rugby. So runner at third now. Brozart checks the runner. Fires. Popped up. And back out of play. Lands right on the press box. No balls, 1 strike to Holden Halverson. Here's the pitch. Inside. 1-1 to Halverson. Be outside. Nice stop by Rizvi. He had to reach to keep that in front and save the run. That was a nice stop by the catcher, Rizvi. 2 balls, 1 strike to Holden Halverson. 2-1. High chopper over the pitcher. Could be trouble. It's going to go into center field for a base hit. That'll score Johnson. So Halverson has a couple singles today. Now it's 4-1 your score. Hatton Northwood, a little insurance run here in the bottom of the 6th. 4-1 over Rugby on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Still only 1 out. Here's Axel Johnson, 1 for 2, a single and a drop, reach first on a drop third strikes. So here's Brozart now on the mound. Checks first, fires to first, and back safely is the runner. Johnson looks down to Coach Hansen over there at third. And the pitch. There's a strike. Runner goes, throw it on a second, and got him. Nice tag there at second. Nice throw by Rizvi. Halverson caught stealing at second. So now 2 down. Here's the 0-1. It's going to be a count even now. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Johnson. And the pitch. So 2-1 to Johnson. Full line in the delivery. That's going to be swung on, fouled back. So 2-2 to Johnson. Here's the 2-2 coming in, and it's at the tip of his head. So 3-2 now to Johnson. This game an hour and 26 minutes old now here. First game of 4 today. Here's the payoff. And there's called strike 3 from Johnson. That's going to do it here for Hatton Northwood. All right, so last chance for Rugby. They'll send 9-1-2 batters. Fritz will lead it off as the score is 4-1. Hatton Northwood leading Rugby on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. We'll have it for you next right here on yourliveevent.com from Carrington City Park. It's the 2024 State Babe Ruth Baseball Tournament.
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drugstore reminds you from prescription requests and OTC medication, you can find it all at Lemoore Drugstore. Get ready for the upcoming school year with back-to-school supplies in stock now and on sale. Plus, Lemoore Drugstore has a Nebo car jumpstart with an air compressor and power ports to keep your refreshments cold with the Nebo thermoelectric cooler bag. Located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For more information and to request refills on your prescription, go to LemooreDrugstore.com.
All right, here we go. Welcome back. Top of the 7th. Hatton Northwood leading Rugby 4-1 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing their heritage, sharing their future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. For more information, you can visit the website, dhbanknd.com. So Fritz will lead it off. Face Schroeder of Hatton Northwood in the pitch. Be outside, so it'll be 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch low into the dirt, dug out by Braun. So it's going to be 2-0 to Fritz. Hatton Northwood has led the whole way. Scored 3 in the second. Another one last inning. Rugby got their one and only run so far in the top of the 5th. Pitch from Schroeder. There's a strike. 3-1 now. In-game updates brought to you by Central Steel Building and Construction. Rugby, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. Hatton Northwood, 4 runs, 11 hits, 2 errors. Here's the pitch. There's a strike. Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington. Visit grainstuff.com for more information. Here's the payoff. Hello, a walk. So leadoff walk puts Fritz at first. Now here's Gavin Barch, the leadoff man for Rugby Babe Ruth. Barch 0 for 3, a strikeout, a couple flyouts off the bat of the right-handed batter. Schroeder, now this will be his 68th pitch of the ball game, the 3rd pitcher for Hatton Northwood. Schroeder looks over at first, sets, and delivers in. Outside, 1-0 to Barch. And the pitch, the 1-0 coming home. It's going to be 2-0 now. I got Schroeder down, let's see, 69 pitches, 34 strikes, 34 balls. Schroeder delivers. There's a strike. It's going to be a slow roller to third. It's going to stay fair. Third baseman, and no play. Everybody's going to be safe. So, Barch will reach on a single, infield single. Advancing Fritz to second. 5th hit of the ball game now for Rugby. 2 on, nobody out here for Rugby. Number 2 batter will bat, Hudson Hager. Singled his last at bat. He's 1 for 3. Schroeder fires. There's a strike. 0-1 to Hudson Hager. Hager, right-handed batter, represents a tying run for Rugby. Nobody out. And the pitch. Swung on a foul. 0-2, so Hager quickly down to the count here now. No balls and 2 strikes. Schroeder sets and the pitch. Swinging a foul back. Still no balls and 2 strikes to Hudson Hager. Schroeder looks into Braun, sets. Here comes the 0-2. Swinging another foul. Third foul off the bat of Hager in a row. So no balls and 2 strikes to Hudson Hager. Pitch from Schroeder. Another foul. 4th foul off the bat in a row here of Hudson Hager. So fighting some off. Trying to stay alive. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Low. 1-2 to Hager. One and 2 from Schroeder. High. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Schroeder's got 77 pitches now. Daily pitch max is 95. Schroeder takes a sign. The 2-2 coming in. Inside. 3-2 to Hager. Here's the payoff. A walk. Base is going to be loaded. Nobody out for Clifton Brozart. Go ahead, run at home now for Rugby. Nobody out. Schroeder fires. Ball 1. Here's the 1-0. Another ball, 2-0. And the pitch. Outside, 3-0. Nowhere to put him. And the 3-0 coming from Schroeder, and that's going to be a walk. And Fritz will cross. So 4-2 now is the score. Still nobody out. And that'll get a visit to the mound. Coach Bodine out. So we might get a change here. Might be Hanson and Wright. So we'll take a break. We'll be back on yourliveevent.com.
Whether you're local or driving through Carrington, make sure to stop into the Prairie Inn restaurant. They have the best breakfast and coffee, but they also have some of the best dinner and supper entrees too. The Prairie Inn is your breakfast, dinner, and supper headquarters. Stop in and you can sink your teeth into some tasty sandwiches and soups. Take a trip through the Express Line salad bar with hot entree and, of course, the delicious pies and desserts. Located right by the roundabout in Carrington. Call 701-652-3976.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
For any accounting needs you may have, Todd R. World Certified Public Accountant has you covered. From income tax planning, preparation, and consulting for individuals and businesses. Todd Wold CPA would like to wish the best to the teams competing and thank the coaches and players for their hard work and dedication throughout the season on and off the field, as anything can happen every night at the Diamond. For more information, go online to wold-cpa.com. That's wold-cpa.com.
Life is full of surprises, and at Pickett Insurance Agency of Carrington, they're here to protect what matters most to you. Whether you're looking for home, auto, business, crop, health, or life insurance, they offer personalized solutions tailored to your needs and budget. With over 20 years of experience, trust Pickett Insurance Agency to provide you with peace of mind. Let's ensure your future is secure with Pickett Insurance Agency services. They service Foster and Stutzman counties and throughout the state of North Dakota. Pickett Insurance Agency, protecting what matters most.
Welcome back here to Carrington City Park. I'm Greg for YourLiveEvent.com, and we're in the top of the 7th. It's 4-2. Hatton Northwood leading Rugby, and Rugby has bases loaded, nobody out. New pitcher is Barrett Draxton, number 30 here for Hatton Northwood. Keegan Schroeder will take over in center. So Draxton will face a bases loaded situation here. Nobody out. Tying run at second for Rugby. And the pitch. It's in a strike for Zelensky, 0-1. So Barrett Draxton takes over now for Hatton Northwood. 0-1 coming in. Rip to left field, and left fielder makes the grab. They'll try and double up the runner, and not in time, throws off target. Nice play there by Veer in left field. It was sharply hit, and he had to run quickly to make the grab right on the line. So Zelensky is out on a line drive out to left. Everybody stays put. 1 down. All right, here's Joe Rizzovi now. And the pitch. Outside, 1-0 to left-handed batter. Rizzovi, 1 for 2, reached on an error, single, and a walk today. So Barstow at third, Hager at second, Brozard at first for Rugby. Here's the pitch. It's high. So 2-0 now. 2 balls, no strikes to Rizzovi. Draxton on the mound for Hatton Northwood. 4th pitch of the ball game for Hatton Northwood, and the pitch. There's a ball. 3 balls now to Rizzovi. Hatton Northwood pitching, kind of struggling finding the strike zone here in the last couple innings. Here's the 3-0. There's a strike. 3-1. Rizzovi looking the whole way. Draxton, the righty, sets, fires. Strike 2. Count full now. To Rizzovi. And it hit him. So that will score another run. Now it's 4-3. Base is still loaded, 1 down. Crossing is Barch. Luke Arnston now. Hager at third, Brozard at second, Rizzovi at first. Draxton fires. There's a strike. It's 0-1. Arnston, number 6 batter. He's 1 for 3 today. A flyout, single, and a ground out. Pitch from Draxton. Swing and a fly ball at short. Shortstop makes the play. Everybody held up. So Arnston pops out in the infield. Big out. And now everybody held up. So Schneibel the bat. 0 for 3 today for the number 7 batter. Tying run at third for Rugby. 2 down. It's represented by Hager at third. Pitch from Draxton. Outside, 1-0. Rugby 2 runs across here in the top of the 7th. Cut the gap to 1. 2 down now, though. Here's a pitch from Draxton. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Schneibel. 1 ball, 1 strike from Barrett Draxton. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Rugby down to their last strike here in the top of the 7th. Facing elimination. Tying run at third base. 2 down. Draxton, 1-2, coming home. Swing and a fly ball. Shallow left. Left fielder coming on. Shortstop running and makes the grab in shallow left. And Schneibel is out on a fly out to left. And that's going to do it. So Rugby will leave the tying run stranded at third base. And Hatton Northwood will move on and play tomorrow. So time of game, hour, 41 minutes. And that's going to do it here. So Hatton Northwood wins it on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard 4-3 over Rugby. So Rugby ends their season here today. They go 0-2 in the tournament. They finish at 12-6 overall. But congrats to Rugby for making it back to the state tournament. Great season getting here to the state tournament. But their season now will come to the end. And Hatton Northwood will move on. And they'll play tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. against the loser of the last game tonight, Beulah or Park River. So, final score 4-3, Hatton Northwood victorious. Okay, well, we'll take a break and we'll be back to wrap things up. And then we still got 3 more games coming up. Burlington and Carrington, another loser out game up next right here on yourliveevent.com.
Central Steel Building and Construction of Carrington, North Dakota has over 50 years of experience in offering high-quality bins, grain drying equipment, country clipper mowers, Ritchie waterers, and lots more. Drop by Central Steel to check out the many customizable storage options. They have several sheds on hand, including a 12x16 high-side barn for $8,096, an 8x16 A-frame utility for $53.29, and an 8x8 garden shed for just $26.89. Prices include delivery within 35 miles. Call Central Steel for more info, 701-652-2886.
All right, another one in the books. This one's going to go to Hatton Northwood as they hold on and defeat Rugby. Final score 4-3. And Hatton Northwood scored 3 in the home half of the second and 1 in the bottom of the sixth. That would prove to be the winner, as Rugby scored 1 in the fifth and then 2 in the seventh. They leave the tying run stranded at third. And Draxton comes in and shuts the door. And 4-3 your final. So Hatton Northwood, 4 runs, 10 hits, 1 error, 5 left. Rugby, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, 10 left. And let's check out the stats here for Rugby team batting. Of their 5 hits, Barch had 1, a single. Hager had a single. Zielinski had a single. And Rizvi had a single. So did Arnston. So that's your 5 singles. RBI for Rizvi, Brozart scoring the 2 runs. Barch, Hager, and Fritz scored the 3rd run there. So 3 runs scored. So all singles were Zielinski, or Barch, Hager, Zielinski, Rizvi, and Arnston. Now for Hatton Northwood, of their 10 hits, Weston Inger had a single and an RBI. Schroeder had 2 singles and an RBI. Iverson had a single. Holden Halverson had 2 singles and RBI and scored once. Johnson also scored. Johnson had a single. Steinbrink had a single. Braun had a single and scored once. Steinbrink also scored. Ness had a single and an RBI. So the 4 runs were scored by Johnson, Halverson, Steinbrink, and Braun. So pitching, winning pitcher is going to be Ryder Ness for Hatton Northwood. 2 innings of work, 37 pitches, no runs. 5 strikeouts, 1 hit, 1 walk, no hit batters. Aiden Johnson, 1 inning of work, 10 pitches, no runs, no Ks, nothing there. And then Keegan Schroeder, 3 innings of work, 82 pitches, 3 runs, 3 earned, 4 Ks, 4 hits, 6 walks. And Barrett Braxton comes in, shuts the door, 1 inning of work, 14 pitches, no runs, and no Ks, no hits, no walks, 1 hit batter. So combined walks for Hatton Northwood, 7 walks, 6 by Schroeder. Loss, Hatton Northwood, or Rugby pitching. Hudson Hager, 5 innings of work, 70 pitches, 3 runs, 3 earned, 6 Ks, 9 hits, 1 hit batter. Clifton Brozart, 1 inning of work, 21 pitches, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 K, 1 hit, 1 walk. So that's the final line tally there for this contest. So Rugby ends their season. They go 0-2 in the tournament. They end their season at 12-6. They end here today. So 1 team eliminated now, and we're down to 7. And then next game will be also a loser out game. That'll be Burlington and Carrington. That's scheduled at 1:30. So we're going to take a break. We'll probably come back about 1:20, maybe 1:25 for game 2 of 4 today right here on yourliveevent.com. So Burlington and Carrington coming up next. And that's a loser out situation. And the two winners brackets coming up as well at 4 o'clock will be Kindred against Lemoore. And at 6:30 tonight, Beulah and Park River. All games for you right here on yourliveevent.com. So Hatton Northwood holds on and knocks out Rugby 4-3, your final. Hatton Northwood, they move on to tomorrow at 11 a.m. and they'll meet the loser of the last game tonight, Beulah or Park River. Hatton Northwood has a 9-5 overall record for the District 4 champs. The District 2 champs out of the tournament. 4-3, Hatton Northwood wins it. All right, we'll take a break, and we'll be back about 1:20 later on this afternoon for Carrington and Burlington right here on yourliveevent.com.